In the Pacific Northwest, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Huskies head coach. This is a separation game. We are right in this conference championship race, but today is the day we show we're the better team. He wants to use that home field advantage, make sure the crowd is up, on their feet, and loud. But he says, guys, we've got to give them something to cheer about early to start the game so we can use that home field advantage. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Looking for running room. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Oregon! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
And I want to win, and this guy I'm playing is better than me.
Williams throws to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see
it's always the lack of control. It's like, oh, what might happen?
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Williams will pass. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll go play action with Moore. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Moore. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Ducks, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Here's Moore to throw. Out wide right, it's Moore. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Driving forward, it's Hill. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Ducks line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Williams rushes on. They cough it up inside their 3. That's going to be a safety. The offense is back on top of it. This is bad, but it could have been worse.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario for the offense. The good news is they recovered the fumble. The bad news is it was in their own end for a safety.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dante Moore unloads to the wideout. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return.
I should never pick plays that I've never picked before. Because even though I saw that he was doing this weird long hook, once he cut, I was like, oh, he's cutting across the middle. And I threw it right to him when he stopped. That was... as dumb as they say.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, Williams. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm. Be a little bit more patient. Go through his progressions a little bit better. Right now, so far, it's an 0 for 4 start.
Long way to go on 2nd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Williams looking for a man. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
The sack makes it an even longer 3rd down chance for this offense. Here's Williams to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle.
What?
And
in between 3 people?
Be enough for the 1st down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. Needs it. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
I like it. This
D-line is unfair. They're too good.
And they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Quick give. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Throwing more. Still looking to his right. Gonna try to get
Why did Circle start running this way?
After the stop, that is
This
going
game.
to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a
Circle
look at
runs
the
upfield and
numbers,
block there. I can get a first down.
to an impressive start. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Moore from the gun on third down. Got his man. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Gonna run it. It's Davison. Knocked down immediately.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. Moore. Escapes the pressure to his right. Reels it in. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Fuck.
Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Second and long here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. He's changing the play. Third down from the gun, Williams. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll cut the lead to 13.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Powers through the defender. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down the quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Here's more to throw. Out wide left, it's Hill. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Left side is Hooks. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice.
Let's not throw any more picks. What do we say? What do we say?
And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Great play.
Could not
Really
make
good
his
play.
way to the corner.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys,
Oh, that was
saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll go to the counter. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Moore with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Dante Moore throws to the wideout.
Oh, I should have egged catch. Fuck.
You will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Damn.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
Ah, you dummy.
On the ground, it's Hill. And a really short game.
The O-line bounced me back in, you motherfucker. Leave me alone.
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This crowd knows when to bring it. Now here's more. Unloads to the wideout. Looking to get it in.
He didn't fall in the end zone?
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches
What are we
are going
doing?
to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football all week long.
Get your ass in there.
The biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets...
Touchdown!
Should have dove down. He was trying to give me a touchdown, but I need points. I can't risk it.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back.
I don't got a good enough offense to maybe lead with a field.
And they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
How did that kick go there? You saw where I was lining it. How the fuck did it go there?
The end zone, no return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
One timeout.
Williams throws to the back. Got his man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Washington wants to go quickly. Making the adjustment on the play. Williams will pass. Fires to the right. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making
do I risk it?
forcing the incompletion?
This is probably dumb.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Completes it in the middle. He'll be dragged.
Probably got to use his timeout, huh?
First down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs.
He's running out of time. He's got to go deep.
Again. Turns it upfield. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Williams. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it right down the field. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 11 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Wolverines getting a banner day from their stars on the road to pick up victories away from home. That's the mark of a focused team. That victory caps off a 9-3 regular season, respectable by any program's measures. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does.
Get out there, wide receiver. Go block somebody. Come on.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing more. Stepping to the right. Looking to the big tight end.
Well, I mean, come on. Why is there no touch on that pass? I feel like that's an easy one to make. He threw it right at his chest. Throw it over his fucking head.
And talk about being an impact.
I didn't even try and bullet it. God, I
his
suck.
second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction.
What are you supposed to do when you're this fucking bad, huh?
In a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Wow, the quarterback knew
I'll
he
be
had
able
to
to
get
just
that one to his receiver
drop it in the
quickly
bucket.
on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Williams. On the move. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper they're the better team. From a
Let's call that a fumble.
From a
Let's
record
go.
standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's Williams to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He makes
He caught it. What are we doing?
Makes a grab
Hey,
over the
we're right
defense,
there.
and they are threatening now down at the 15. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Williams will pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Husky. On to attempt the try. Smashes it through for the PAT. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run.
If I hadn't thrown picks, who knows what this game would be.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
I hadn't thrown picks, I could be running true clock and people would think I'm merciful. Instead, I'm just actually trying to survive.
This is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Out wide left, it's Hooks. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but The guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history. And just like now, just the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
With an update on that, let's check in with Hala.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Come on, offense.
The defense has got to be able to make
be a friend. Let's be a friend
here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Right side, it's Moore.
Number 2, I need you to block. I need you to block.
They stop him for no gain.
We don't even got to go to film study for that. You fucked that up.
Seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. At the 35, he's got room. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Might as well give it to him again. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Moore. They're all over it. Nowhere close on.
When they get stuck on the line like that, it's
trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying.
I don't know if anybody was guarding. Maybe the safety. That's why he was able to get up there so quick.
But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Out wide right, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Why don't quarterback sneaks work anymore?
Try to move the chains on 4th down. Looking for the marker. He's got enough for the first down.
Hey, that's a big play, team. That's a big play. Way to go, fellas.
And there's no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick with the physical ground game late in the game. That's how you finish opponents off.
Just plowing ahead. Big
on an injury timeout. Oh, a broken collarbone.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind.
We're supposed to take this shit to the 4th quarter.
Not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Handoff again. Nowhere to go.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. More play action. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock.
Come on, defense. Do me one more favor, please.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Wide open downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. Washington right back to the line. Making the adjustment. Williams. Rush right in his face. The throw. That one's not even close.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
I'm not going to pretend I know what he's supposed to shoot.
2nd and long here.
You need to stop.
Williams looking for a man. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Washington coming to the line with another first down.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines.
Lets it fly deep downfield.
Good fucking play. Fuck.
They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Williams. Looking to
it's a big play. Keep it 2 possessions.
The quarterback is sacked, and the 2
now we need a drive. We need to take some time off the clock. We need to take some time off the clock. Touchdown ends it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Find a way, team. Let's find a way. Let's have some fun. Let's try hard.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. So
Can't fix my camera?
lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. From the gun, it's Hill. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
This running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's more to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Unleashes one.
What a throw. What a throw. Let's go.
What a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was
on the run.
His receiver
What a throw! Way to be a friend.
To find that open space in the defense.
Not many friends out there these days.
And the
I'm always appreciated
a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Looking for a crease. It's Hill.
It's a point in the
game,
a
good job hiding
as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might as well run him again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And here's the mindset.
It's a big play, big play.
You've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got the quick pass.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Ducks have their offense in high gear. They want that clock to run.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Straight ahead, it's Hill. All over him immediately. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. Now Washington uses his 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And they've used their last timeout, and now the offense can start burning the clock. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
I'll tell you, man, this kid has NFL-type leg strength. He just booted that into the wind, and that was no problem.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Williams. Under pressure. He's going to take off. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Williams will pass. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones. You got to give
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Touchdown, Oregon! This defense defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. That one will put a little extra distance, give them a little cushion down the stretch.
And there was a little bit of hope, but you just snatched it away with that touchdown. This game is now over.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Williams to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right down the middle. He'll be thinking about that one. Almost an interception.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Williams. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going